Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Mahdi English School. This video is for class 3 subject English. So before we begin with our video, I would like to give you some general instructions that is in favor of all of you if you follow them. First instruction is that you should wear a mask on your face, you should cover your mouth, your nose and your mouth should be covered whenever you go outside for any work. Please see that you wear a mask and you have to keep changing your mask every few days and you have to wash it with hot water. See that you wash your hands regularly throughout the day, especially before you eat something. See that you wash your hands. Do not eat nails. Please keep your hand away from your mouth. Do not keep touching on your face the whole day. You have to keep your hand away from the face as much as you can. Don't touch your face every now and then. And see that you maintain cleanliness in your surroundings because cleanliness is next to godliness. So I hope you will follow these instructions, and above all, you have to obey your parents. Thought for today: education is the movement from darkness to light. So the meaning of this thought is, if you are educated, if you get education, then you will be able to come out of darkness. Suppose you are sitting in a dark room where there is no light, then when you get education, then you can come out in the room. You will come out and you will see the world is full of lights. Beautiful. So education is very important in one's life. The content of today's video includes lesson 2, writing a paragraph. So this is lesson number 2 from your writing part of grammar. You will learn to write a paragraph. How will you write paragraph? Means essay writing. That is paragraph writing you will learn in today's video, and we will solve the textual exercises which are given in your grammar textbook. So today we are learning writing part 2, means lesson number 2 of your grammar textbook in writing section, that is writing a paragraph. We will learn with the help of a few examples and will enjoy the video. Let's begin. So here first we are solving English textual exercise. The exercise which is given after chapter number 8 in your textbook on page number 68. If you have the textbook, you can open up the page 68 of your English textbook and we are solving that exercise before we start with grammar. So writing, that is the writing exercise, means completing a poem. What is written? Complete this poem with words from the box. So here is a poem for us and you will read 4 stanzas of the poem one by one. You have 4 options as you can see over here, red color. You have to find out the most appropriate option and fill in this blank which is given over here. Right? So we will read stanza by stanza and write the answer. Number 1. I wish. That is the name of the poem. I wish. So the poet describes his wish over here. Stanza 1. I want to be a river flowing to the ocean. I want to be a tree swayed by the wind. So dash, swayed by the wind, dash. So what will be the answer? Swayed by the wind in motion. Here the answer will be motion. Swayed means it will be carried away. The poet says, he describes his wish that he wants to be a river which is flowing in the ocean like this. He also wants to be the tree swayed by the wind in motion. How the trees will move here and there because of the strong wind, right? So the poet also wants to be the tree swayed by the wind in motion. So the first answer is motion. Swayed by the wind in motion. Second stanza. I wish I was a lion, the leader of my dash. I wish I was a stallion, out on a galloping ride. So here what do we see? Here you can see the image of a lion. The poet wishes that he could be a lion, the leader of my dash. Now, what is the group of lion called? Do you know the collective noun for lions? A group of lions is called a pride of lion. So, he wants to be the leader of the pride, the leader of my pride. Because lions, when you see so many lions together, that is called a pride of lion. So, here that is the answer. See here the answer has been written Pride, pride, pride of lion. So he wishes to be the leader of the pride. That is his wish. Stanza 3. I wish I could be a train, chugging to places new. I wish I could be a plane that through the clouds dash. So first he says that he wants to be a train which will go to new places, new stations. Then he says that he wants to be a plane. See, aeroplane. Have you seen aeroplane? Yes, you might have seen aeroplane flying in the sky. So he wishes to be the plane. Through the clouds dash. Now what will the aeroplane do? It will fly. So what is the past tense of fly? It is flew. That is the past tense of fly. Through the clouds flew. That is the answer. So here I have written the answer F-L-E-W. Flew. Past tense of fly. That is flew. Stanza 4. I wish I was a genie, granting wishes to all. I would make all wishes come true, no matter how big or dash. So the answer will be small. Only one option is left, right? No matter how big or small. So did you understand this stanza number 4? This is a genie. He is a magician. He can grant wishes to all. Just like Santa Claus, he grants wishes. Whatever you ask from him, it will come true. So same way, genie can do magic and he can fulfill all your wishes. Whatever you want, he can give you, no matter how big or small. So that is the poem that was given in your English textbook writing section. So that is what we completed. Now, writing a paragraph, that is the grammar part that we will study today. Writing a paragraph. As I said, in your grammar textbook, there is the writing section. In that, lesson number 2 is writing a paragraph. So, today we will learn how to write one paragraph or how to write one essay. You should have that much vocabulary. You should have so many new words on your mind. So you can write one paragraph or you can write 5 to 7 lines. It will be asked in your final exam. So please be attentive and learn how to write it. So let us see how a paragraph is written. So now I will teach you how to write a paragraph, what is the trick of writing the paragraph, and which things you have to follow. So understand this. A paragraph has 3 parts. Which are the 3 parts? Number 1. The topic sentence is the first sentence that tells us about the topic chosen. So first, when you start writing the paragraph, first you should write about the topic. Which topic you have selected, you should clearly mention in the first topic sentence. That is called topic sentence. Whatever topic is given to you in exam, you have to see that topic's name and you have to make one sentence with that topic. The beginning should be with the name of the topic. Then number 2, the details tell us more about the chosen topic. Then you write more about that topic. What you know about that topic, about shape, size, color, about qualities of that. So whatever topic is given, you will write some details in 2 or 3 points about that topic. Whatever you know about that topic, you should write in it. Point number 3, the concluding sentence tells us what the paragraph was about. So concluding means ending sentence, the sentence which comes at last, or two sentences which come at last. That sentences are called ending sentence or concluding sentence. You should end your sentence, you should conclude the paragraph, and in that you should write what was the paragraph about, means what have you written in the paragraph, about which thing or which topic, that you should mention in it. So 3 things you have to remember. First, you should write topic sentence, then you should write details of that topic, and then you will write concluding sentence. You have to remember these 3 things while writing a paragraph. Now, we will see one example, and with that example I will explain how to write it. Now, let us see that example. A new pet. You know what is a pet, right? It can be a pet dog or a pet cat. So, pet are the animals which stay with us in our house. So, let's read. The heading is a new pet. See, first we write the topic sentence. What is the topic sentence? I would like to have a new pet. So that is called topic sentence, because in the first line I have clearly written that I would like to have a new pet. See, the name of the topic is the same, a new pet, and in the first line I have made the sentence with the same topic's name. I would like to have a new pet means I want a new pet. I want to buy a new pet, right? Then details about that pet. See what is written. I have a puppy named Gobbles. I want a goldfish as a pet now. My birthday is just around the corner. I will request my parents to give me a goldfish then. So these are the details. Details means which kind of pet do I want, because heading is a new pet. So now you have to write inside what kind of pet do you want. Here it is written first, I already have one puppy. The young one of the dog is called Puppy. You know that. So I already have one puppy. And what is his name? Gobbles. So one pet I already have. One more I want. Which one? Goldfish. I want a goldfish. It is a type of fish. So one I have puppy, and now one I want goldfish. My birthday is around the corner means my birthday is coming. Maybe only 10 to 15 days are left for my birthday. So I want that pet on my birthday. So what will I do for that? I will request my parents, means I will tell them please give me a goldfish on my birthday as a pet. So that is what I will request my parents. So these are the details about this topic. Which kind of pet do I want? When do I want? How will I convince my parents? All that things are called details. Then we have conclusion, means ending, the last line of that paragraph. How should you write? I am eagerly waiting for my new pet. See again, new pet. That word should come even in the concluding line, in the ending line, because that is topic's name, a new pet. So what have I written at last? I am eagerly waiting, means I cannot wait anymore. I am waiting that my pet will come very soon. And I am waiting for my birthday to come fast so that I can get a new pet very soon. So these are the 3 things you have to remember. First you will write topic sentence. About the topic you will make one sentence. Then you will write details about that topic like it is written over here. And finally you will write the conclusion. the ending line or the concluding line. Now we will practice some paragraphs in this video so that you can write that paragraphs in your rough book one time and you can learn them. So what is the first heading? The peacock. The peacock is our national bird, right? You all know that. Which is our national bird? Peacock. So peacock is our national bird. Find out more about the peacock and write a paragraph on it. You have to find some details about peacock and you have to write a paragraph on peacock. You have to write a few lines about peacock and one sentence is already given. Which sentence? That the peacock is our national bird. You all know that peacock is our national bird. But now can you make a paragraph with peacock? Let us start making the paragraph. See, point number 1. Peacock is one of the most beautiful birds on the earth. There are so many beautiful birds on our planet Earth, right? Peacock is one of them. It is one of the most beautiful birds on the earth. So you can see the color of the peacock, purple. Then over here you can see the feathers are very long and it is our national bird. So first sentence we have made, that is topic sentence. As I had told you, topic sentence, it is about peacock. So I have made one sentence with peacock. It is one of the most beautiful birds on the earth. That is our first sentence of the paragraph. Second sentence, peacock is a blue colored bird and its feathers are blue, green and golden. See here peacock. Can you see these feathers of peacock? It is a very beautiful bird. So what is the sentence? Peacock is a blue color bird. See, it is a blue color bird and the feathers are blue, green and golden. It is the mixture of three colors. See, blue, green, golden. Can you see over here? So these are called the feathers of peacock. And peacock itself is of blue color. See the color of peacock. So that is our sentence number 2. Number 3. Peacocks look beautiful in their colorful feathers. So the feathers of the peacock. We all like the feathers of the peacock, right? You all also take the feathers of the peacock if you see it lying somewhere. Because it is very, very colorful. It is very attractive. But it is God gifted. Peacock has got this natural gift. It has very colorful feathers. You all also like the feathers of the peacock, don't you? And do you want to buy some feathers? You can tell your parents they can buy a feather of peacock for you. And it is very colorful. You can also draw this in your book and you can put the same colors. So peacocks look beautiful in their colorful feathers. Next. Point 4. Peacocks look lovely when it dances in the rain. So, these peacocks, when do they dance? Peacock can also dance. But when will they dance, do you know? When it is raining, when there is heavy rainfall. The peacocks like that season a lot. It is the favorite season. Which one? Monsoon. Rainy season is the favorite season of peacocks, and you can see so many peacocks dancing in the rain. They will open their feathers like this. See how beautiful it looks. And when do they open it? When it is raining. So they look very lovely when they dance in the rain. Point 5. Peacocks cannot fly much high. Do you know that peacock's body is heavy? So they cannot fly much high. They cannot go higher. They can fly, but they can only fly at a little distance, but they cannot fly up high in the sky. So peacocks cannot fly much high. They can only fly a little bit. Point number 6 we have, peacock has a huge tail. Do you know that peacock has a huge tail? Huge means very big. So peacock has a huge tail. You have to learn these spellings. Huge. huge. Point number 7. In night, peacocks go on the tree for protecting themselves. Where do they go? They go on the tree at night. Where do the peacocks go? They go on the tree for protecting themselves, to make them safe. They go on the tree. So, here we complete the paragraph on peacock. We have written total 7 points. Let us revise that 7 points on peacock. What have we written? Peacock is one of the most beautiful birds of the earth, right? Very beautiful it is. Here you have to learn the spelling of difficult words, which I underline. Beautiful. Beautiful. Peacock is blue colored bird and its feathers are blue, green, golden. Here you have to learn the spelling of feathers. 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 Also learn the spelling golden. Golden. Peacocks look beautiful in their colorful feathers. Which is the spelling? COLOURFUL. Colorful. Next point. Peacocks look lovely when they dance in the rain. So here the spelling LOVELY. Lovely. They look lovely when they dance in the rain. Peacocks cannot fly much higher. They can only fly till a little distance, not very high. Peacock has a huge tail. Huge means very big tail it has. So learn the spelling HUGE. Huge. In night, peacocks go on the tree for protecting themselves. Where do the peacocks go at night? They go on the tree for protecting themselves. PROTECTING. Protecting, to make them safe. Write a paragraph on your favorite cartoon character. So, which is your favorite cartoon character? Do you watch cartoons? No? Then, today I will show you one cartoon character, that is Mickey Mouse. We will write one paragraph on this cartoon character. If you like any other cartoon character, you can write paragraph on that also. But here I have taken the favorite cartoon character of mine. I like Mickey Mouse. Do you like him? Yes? So let us read about Mickey Mouse. Very interesting lines I have for you. Point 1. Mickey Mouse is my favorite cartoon character. So how will you start the first point? You will start with the topic sentence. And what is the topic sentence? The topic sentence is Mickey Mouse. Means you have to write about Mickey Mouse. Right? So Mickey Mouse is my favorite cartoon character. That is the first sentence. And if your cartoon character is someone else, or if you like some other cartoon character, you can write that name over here. You can write Tom and Jerry, or you can write any other name, whichever you like. Point number 2. He is an animated character. Right? Means animated means it is not real. In computer, this cartoon is made. It is made with the help of computer design. It is not real person. Do you know that? All the cartoons are animated. Means they are made on computer. These are not real people like us. They do not live in the real world. They are imaginary characters. Means they don't have life. They are made on computer graphics. So they are animated. So Mickey Mouse is also animated character. Point 3. He can sing and dance. What can Mickey Mouse do? Mickey Mouse can sing very well. He can sing so many different songs. He can also do dancing, and he can enjoy with all of us. But it is just a cartoon character, not the real one. Point 4. He has a cute round face. See, very cute, very attractive round face, a big round nose. See the round nose. You can see the arrow. This is black round nose of Mickey Mouse and big ears. Do you have this big ears like him? No, we don't have big ears. But Mickey Mouse has very big ears. See over here. Big round face, big round nose and very big ears. So it can listen everything. Right now, our lecture, he can also listen that we are talking about him. Then, point 5. He wears red shorts, large yellow shoes and white gloves. What does he wear? He wears shorts. The shorts which you wear. Large yellow shoes. See over here. These are the large yellow shoes and white gloves. Many people wear gloves. Have you seen doctors? They wear gloves in their hands. You should also wear it to be safe from the diseases. So what does Mickey Mouse wear? The Mickey Mouse wears shorts, you can see, of red color. It wears yellow shoes and it wears white gloves. Point number 6. He has 2 good friends. So what are the names of his friends? Donald Duck and Goofy Dog. See, can you see the names? These are the 2 friends. Here is Donald Duck and Goofy Dog. These are the 2 friends of Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse plays with them. Like you play with your friend, same way Mickey Mouse plays with his friends, Donald Duck and Goofy Dog. Then point 7. He is kind and always happy. Mickey Mouse, he is always kind. See, he is very happy. You can see him how smiling face he has. So he is very kind, means he helps all the people and he is always very happy. You should also be like him, kind and happy. Point number 8. His favorite food is grilled hot dogs. Do you like this hot dog? Have you eaten hot dog before? Yes, it is very yummy. See, your mouth is also watery right now. Do you want to eat this? No, you should not. Because these days you have to take care and you should avoid eating outside food, right? As I had told you. But this is the favorite food of Mickey Mouse. What does he like? Grilled hot dogs. You might have eaten grilled sandwiches. Same way we have grilled hot dogs. It looks like this. And this is the favorite food of Mickey Mouse. So, here we complete the paragraph on Mickey Mouse. Let us revise that paragraph. We have to write one paragraph on the favorite cartoon character. You can write any. You can write any cartoon character whichever you like. I have written on Mickey Mouse. Topic sentence. Mickey Mouse is my favorite cartoon character. He is an animated character. Means it is not real. It is made on computer. He can sing and dance. He has cute round face, a big round nose and so big ears. He wears red shorts, as you can see over here, large yellow shoes and white gloves. He has 2 good friends. Which are they? Donald Duck and Goofy Dog. These are the friends of Mickey Mouse. You also have friends. How many? Do you have 2 friends or more? You can also write the names of your friends. He is kind and always happy. So Mickey Mouse is always happy, always smiling, and he is very kind, helpful person. His favorite food is grilled hot dog. He likes these hot dogs and it is the favorite food of Mickey Mouse. So here we complete the second paragraph. We completed 2 paragraphs today and I hope you understood the paragraph writing. We will read some more paragraphs in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.